Good morning, fellow option traders. This is Jeff, and welcome to the daily scan for Thursday, July 18th, 2013. All right, on tap for today, jobless claims at 8:30. That could be a biggie. Philly Fed survey at 10 o'clock also could be a biggie. And Ben speaks again. Man, I just watched him on the when I was able to peek at the financial channels on cable yesterday. He was just all over the place. Boy, what an important guy. And did he really say anything? When I watched, he didn't really say anything. He's mostly explaining things that he did say. And basically he's saying that he doesn't want to really do anything right now, and that he has pretty much convinced the rest of the Fed chairmen from around the country that they should buckle down and follow his lead, I guess you might say. Sort of like the presidency around here. But anyway, jobless claims, that could be important. All right, let's take a look at markets. First, we'll take a look at Asia. They're all closed. They were mixed. Nikkei made a nice move, and the Shanghai index also made a nice move in the other direction. The 1% is pretty big for an index. And over in Europe, we are looking at most of them up at this time, except for the DAX, which is down a tad. The bogey, I think, is at 82.62. For the high, it may be headed there, but it's lunchtime, so things are all pretty quiet over in Europe at this time. All right, moving right along over to our account. Let's talk a tad about current positions here. And again, no scan for today. There's too many other things to talk about, and I don't want these to drag out too much. So let us talk about current positions. All right, Celgene, I got out of that yesterday, and I took my lumps. I think it's a pretty significant loss on Celgene. Exactly what it was, I think around $700 and some dollars. So that was a big hit. So that's gone. So we can take that off of our in-play list. CF, I'm a bit concerned about. We'll peek at that on the Analyze tab here. Let's spread this out a little bit so it doesn't look so scary, although it still is scary. We're pretty close to our break even here at 186. We're at 183 right now. It could move that much if we were to look at a chart. Let's zoom in a bit. I'll go to our other charts here. It looks like as though it may be planning on a hook here. We have some positive momentum over on the weekly charts. And on a daily chart, we have some indicators that are pointing to some strength. So we are going to hang in there on this one, but just to be safe, I'm going to put an alert here at my short price. And I need it at or above. My short price is 180. Where is my short price? Let's make it 185. And we'll go ahead and hit the create button there. Yes, it is 185. Okay, so that's the one that we're keeping an eye on here. So we have an alert there. I don't know what I will do if the alert does go off. We'll go over to the Analyze tab. If it goes to our short price of 185, we'll be down about $139 according to theoretically. And that is why this is called theoretical price. We will just keep it. I'll just keep an eye on that one. Not we. You guys don't have to, but I will. Okay, Chipotle. Still kind of looking good on that one. We have earnings today after the market. And of course, the increase in volatility is suppressing our white line here. So that's another reason why we just want to stay away from these things at earnings time. But there's a little tweak to a calendar that we could do that a fellow option trader sent me an email on, which is looking like a pretty good idea to play as a way to play calendars at earnings rather than the way that I've been playing them. So his method, and I won't say his name or anything, but he knows who he is. His method looks a little bit more attractive now that I understand it. Sometimes you have to beat me over the head a lot for something to get inside of it. All right, Goldman Sachs. We are losing some money on this puppy here. We have this calendar that is kind of killing us, and we have this bear call that is sort of killing us too. So let's take a look at that. We should be okay with that. They had their earnings. It's kind of funny. They kind of blew it away, but look at their chart here. Let's go to intraday chart. We want no study intraday. Here we go. All right, so they had their earnings. They blew it away last night. Oops, here we go. And it just really didn't do anything. It was kind of surprising to me. So this is pretty strange for Goldman Sachs to do that. So for right now, today, let's go back to the Analyze tab. Volatility is going to more or less collapse, and it looks like it already has over here. So we should get a nice bump in our white line today, and we're just going to keep an eye on this. Let me spread this out a little bit to get a better picture of it. We have a probability based on 8/17 expiration, which is when this is going to expire. So we have a lot of time left on this particular one. I probably should, let's take a look at this calendar again. This calendar could make money yet, so we're just going to hang in there on this. Let's reset everything here. Nope, here we are, current price here. This calendar will not make any money. So let's go ahead and squish this back together again. And we'll probably, I'm going to make a note to get out of this calendar today. Alright. LinkedIn. Don't have any. Let's take a look here. I do have a Iron Condor on LinkedIn, which we're going to be struggling against volatility with this earnings also. So I might actually, well, let's see here. Looking at what happens at earnings with them, nothing really there. Not much happened there. This was a biggie though. This was estimate was a penny, actual was 35. This one was estimate was a half a penny, actual was 45, and it didn't do much. We got a lot of room here. I'm just going to hang in there. And you know, IV increasing is going to again keep our current price line down, which we're going to be battling that, but we'll just watch the price action on that for a while. Alright, here's our friend Netflix. So what I'm going to do today on Netflix is I'm going to get out of this calendar. We still could earn money on it, potentially, but again, IV is going to keep, look at down here, I think when I started this was around 90. It's now at 125, and it's pounding away on this white line, and it's weighing heavily. You know the commercial where they have, I don't know, it's for some lung medication, and they have the elephant sitting on their chest? This is sort of what's happening here. If you want an analogy, there's an elephant sitting on this line, and it's not helping us. So we might as well just get out of that one. And the long calls that I have at 265 are very well in the money. And if you recall, if we look at this, we were looking for 25.55 to get to our break even. We're at 24.85, and when we looked at this yesterday, it was $20.90. So we're creeping up on that. I'm not going to do anything with this. I did have a limit order in at 26 yesterday, and I was hoping that it would hit it. It got pretty close. If we were to look at just the option itself, and we can do that just by going over to the chart and taking a look. Let's see, that was let's see, just to re-verify, it's 265. So we go to the chart, we type a period, and then NFLX 13 for the year, and then we want regular August expiration, so we select that here, and we want a call, and we select that here, and it is the 265. So now we can get a chart on it. Okay, so yesterday we were looking at, $20.90 basically was where it closed. And this is not really giving us that accurate of information, but you can see that we came up here. 24.85 was the high. We were looking for 26 on my limit order, so it came pretty close. Another way that you can do this is to right click on your position and say, give me a quick chart, and then you can blow the chart up if you want. Whoa, give you a that's a little bit too much, but you can get the idea here, and then you can apply whatever style that you want. You want to do an intraday, and you can get to it that way, and you can see that it's the same code up here. So Thinkorswim just kind of simplified this, so if you want to just type in a particular option, start with a period and then the underlying symbol and then the year, and then just go from there and pick things out of the drop down. Alright, so we'll go back here to the watch list. Alright, in play. Okay, we looked at Netflix. Don't want to beat that one to death. The Q's here, that's down here. These will drop off. That's max loss. Russell, I'm going to, let's take a look. We're at just about max loss here on the Russell, and if it doesn't move, I was thinking of max loss for this price here is the red line. So we're like right on it for all practical purposes. So we're going to take the biggest hit that you can at this particular price. If price just kind of whiles around there, I'm not going to do anything, because let's take a look here. I am actually waiting for these to get down below a nickel, and then I can either let them just expire worthless or exit these for free. I don't want to pay transaction fee to get out of this one, even though it's only $1.25. I don't want to do it. So just for principal purposes, it's not like as though I can't afford it. So I'll probably stay in this one for a little while. Who knows? We may have a slight pullback, and I might be able to regain $100 or so on this. Who knows? And then the spiders, I definitely am getting out of that one. We're very close to maximum loss here. There is a $15 difference between the white number over here and the red number right now, or so. No, actually there is 47, 57, yeah, about a $15 difference. So and the shorts here are at 2 cents. So I would close the shorts first for free and then close the longs. I don't plan on rolling this or anything. It's just too far out of the money, unless it decides that it wants to come back. But I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to eat the negative theta on this. Let's take a look at our position. Heck, it's not even on here. I have to open up more strikes to get it to show up. There it is. It's over here. Alright, so we're losing 4 cents a day on it as long as it doesn't do anything. And that equates out to $4 a day. Times 3 is $12 a day. So just to get out of it. I don't plan on, like I said, I don't plan on doing a roll on this. Okay, so that is our current positions. Now, I haven't really thrown a trade out here or anything, but I wanted to look at earnings calendars and making a slight adjustment based on an email that I got from a reader. And that is, let's see, who's got earnings that are out a ways? Is it LinkedIn? I think this is the one that I was looking at. LinkedIn, their earnings are out there, tad, and the idea here is to, rather than have the back month after earnings, is to have the back month the week of, have the expiration of the back month the week of earnings. Now, what's going to happen is you're going to end up paying more. Let's do this. Paying more for the back month. But as volatility increases on this, say if this works its way up to 90 or something like that, or maybe even 100, let's just look at this one calendar. The price here is just, it's at a very inconvenient spot. So depending on which calendar you pick and where you think it's going to move, we can take a look at this one. We'll just take a look at this one, which is at 200. Okay, so moving along quickly, we'll click on our little wrench here and we'll play with our IV on our expirations. Okay, so now we've opened it up. Now we are expecting pretty much this July 13 expiration IV to not move very much, but what we are looking at is for the back month. Now you have to get into these early enough before the IV starts to increase. So the back month is at 65 right now, so let's just add, and that's the August one, so let's just add 10 points to that. Okay, now look what happened here. Let's reset parameters again. Now watch it here. Let's spread this out. So the one that you bought, this this option here, the 200 August 1 expiration, is going to be kind of pricey because IV is high to get into. But as IV increases, like I said, we are at $2.02 right now. If we were to bring that up 10, which is pretty probable, now all of a sudden we're up to $659. So, would you do this? Well, I probably would. Should we do the double calendar? Now we're at $1,300. So if we were to do a double calendar, that would be even better. What if we did, and let's reset these parameters, we dropped this one down to 190 and we brought this one up to 210. That doesn't work out too good, does it? Alright, let's go back here. 210 probably was a little bit aggressive. Maybe 200. No, that doesn't work out too good either. But you'd have to have that IV increase pretty fast if you're going to do this double calendar. So let's go back to 185. But we're only looking, at 185. No, we want 195 and 200. 195 and 200. Okay. And we increased August 10. Okay. That looks pretty sweet. So I don't know how quickly this IV is going to increase, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to lock this in. This double calendar, I'm going to lock it in. And we'll see, we'll take a look at how it works out without having to spend any money. And we'll see whether we can make anything off of this or not. Because right now the red line is at 464 or so, provided price stays within that range, and there really is no reason. I mean, I do have an iron condor on this, so I'm anticipating price is going to just wiggle around here, and it can pretty much wiggle around, and it's got a nice range on it, up to 201 and down to 193. So 201's up here and 193 is down here. So I don't know how quickly this IV is going to increase, but what I'm going to do though is take a snapshot of this after I'm done recording, and we'll see how it works out. Okay, that is it for today. I'm going to take a look at exiting the RUT and SPY calendars today or tomorrow or not at all. I'll keep an eye on them, but I'm definitely going to get out of that Goldman Sachs calendar. That's my plan for today, and keep an eye on Netflix. Probably going to hold Netflix for a while. Definitely hold it for today. How's it doing? Well, we're up to 271 already this morning. So this is looking pretty good. And Carl Icahn, I guess. I can? Is a big holder of Netflix, and he's not selling any. There's a lot of garble. Actually, they talk about it down here if you look at the news. Still haven't sold one share of Netflix. So who knows, might end up holding this through earnings, and I can be able to recover any of the losses that I had, for instance, on Celgene, by hanging on to Netflix. Alright, that's it for today. I really apologize for the length, but I hope we all learned something. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and happy trading.